Hey everybody, it's Cody in the background.
I'm here.
Sorry about that. When I first up the live, obviously I know that 90 Days on from 8 to 10 every Sunday night, so I thought that I would squeeze in at 10:30 because I wanted to do Beverly Hills. Then I forgot that Sister Wives was on, so sorry about that. And here we are. It's okay, babe. We're gonna have an after show after this. I'm sure people have things they want to say, but that's not for this live right now. Let me say hi to everybody. Old school.
You see me over here now? I'm by
Cody wanted to be on my Beverly Hills live with me, and
I like Beverly Hills.
it's old school back on the couch. So you got the rope bridge background again for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is where I sit. This is where I stay.
I'm trying to scroll up. Not used to being on the couch again doing this. Hold on. So I can say hi to everybody. Okay, so hi Michelle, Velvet, Barbie, Mel B, and Ellie, Seraphim, Donnell, Stacy, Maria W.
Is that Stacy? Stacy?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much again, Stacy.
Did I say hi to Velvet Pixie? Callie Christine, Jay Freak, Ashley Nicole, Sheila, Heather, Crystal, Cindy. Wow, I'm so used to sitting at a desk now. Like I used to do this on the couch all the time. So different.
Sorry, I can't.
It's so different.
I can't sit.
I can't believe I did lives like this for like a year and a half on the couch like this. This is like awful. I probably skipped over names. I'm sorry if I missed you.
Actually, my fault because I'm like, you need to like rush this because obviously I can only do so much.
Susie B. I can barely even read the screen. Lori. Barbie. Chaos. Pam.
Is that pronounced Pam?
Vandy.
Pan?
Is that Pam or Pam?
There's no N.
So it's Pam. Honeywig. Nuts and board, Criddle. Okay, there's a good chance I might have missed your name. Just drop it in the comments, and I'll say hi to you.
We love you all.
We do.
We did miss you. We do. We love you all.
And we had to like talk about Beverly Hills, and like I said, we're gonna do an after show afterwards, which I was gonna put to members originally, but it's gonna be for everybody. So let's talk about this episode of Beverly Hills. You there, Cody?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm right here by like the other lamp over here by this sconce.
So the episode starts with Dorit calling Kyle, who's filming like the umpteenth Halloween movie, right, babe?
With the same hair, just bang.
Well, Cody's like, Dorit's like, oh, look, you're in character. And Cody's like, huh? I'm like, no, she has bangs.
It's her same hair, just bang.
In Halloween,
What?
Kyle has bangs, and on Beverly Hills, she doesn't. So Dorit's like, look at you in character. And Cody's like, huh? I'm like, it's the bangs, Cody. It's the bangs.
So it took her 3 hours to get bangs put in?
And listen, Kyle got like second billing behind Jamie Lee Curtis on this new movie, so maybe she'll have like more than 3 lines in this next episode, in this next movie. I don't know. Where is it snowing? It has been raining here for 3 straight days. Like I don't know if it's the remnants of like the hurricane, but the wind and the rain, everything is flooded, and it's just been miserable here.
Yeah, it's nasty out.
So you know,
God, he's playing with my string.
Dorit's talking to Kyle, and Kyle, is saying, well, I don't know why everybody's so mad because everything was pretty much directed at me. So
I'm fighting with the cat right now because he's trying to tear my blanket off. What'd you say, babe? I'm sorry.
I was saying that Dorit and Kyle were talking, and Kyle was like, well, I don't know why everybody's so upset. Like everything that Kathy had said was like pretty much directed at me and Aspen. So it is what it is. So next scene, we have Erica talking to her psychotherapist.
Which, can I chime in for a second?
Please, you're the co-host.
Thank you. Okay. She's always glitz and glams and everything to the T, but yet you are on national TV and you're being recorded, and you're also on this high-paid therapist, but you couldn't even put just a little bit of foundation or just a little bit of powder on your face. Like, come on, Erica, come on. The hair is fine, whatever, but you just go rhobh. I respect that, but
and to Cody's credit, what he's saying there, was Erica trying to make her shrink, think that she was much more agitated than she was.
Yeah, she's I don't know if I'm saying it right, John, because you know that, but and people know that, but are you trying to look? I'm just gonna bypass it.
No, Cody's saying that Erica was forcibly trying to make herself look bad in order to talk to her shrink.
Yeah,
is what I think you're trying to say. You're welcome.
But I didn't want to say it
hey, truly loving life.
So thank you.
Welcome back. That's what I thought too. She's she puts up. She has a glam squad to go to Taco Bell, right? So
absolutely,
you could just put a little bit of lipstick.
We'll get to that.
We will in a minute. This is going to be a quick one because I don't want to. It's already late, and I already want to do an after show. But
no, it's BS. You don't go in there just popping up and you just have no face on. No, every woman they put their face on when they're in front of the cameras and everything else, and especially your shrink that you're paying a lot of money for. It's not like you just walked into Kmart and said, "Oh, hey."
Not Kmart, Cody.
Well,
is there even Kmart still around?
There's two.
There's two Kmarts. So maybe Erica Jane found the one of two surviving Kmarts that are still in existence.
In there and just being hey, listen, I need to talk to a shrink. No, Erica Jane is not going to do that. So why did you pop up on camera looking like that?
Of course, what Barbie just said. When you call into work sick, you make yourself sound sick. I can't come in.
No, that's very.
That's exactly what that is. But I don't know, Erica doesn't, Erica seems to usually have done up to a certain degree, and she's being filmed, so
Erica Jane. I mean, come on, she wears thongs on stage and everything, and performs and in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people, but yet you sit down and talk to your therapist, which is still being filmed to be put on TV. But yet you couldn't even put on
whatever
an outfit.
She was, I think she was going for the heartstrings on that one.
She was.
So, and then she mentions a couple of things about when it was good with Tom, it was good with Tom, and I had everything. And they showed the $250,000 was it the Cartier ring that he bought her with it had to be special ordered.
You told me it was $250,000.
I know. I
100,000.
I remember that. That was from her first season, I think,
Diana
or her
has,
second season.
8 of them.
And he had get her the cardboard pamphlet of it because it wasn't ready yet. But and she's when I was good with Tom, it was good with Tom. But then he could be really, really mean. And
take the good, you take the bad.
My thing
And
with
there you
that,
have the facts
and
of
then
life.
they show like Tom and Erica with Lisa Vanderpump back in the day, and then and Tom saying, Erica, I'm talking right now. I mean, it wasn't like he said, "Shut up, you stupid. See you next Tuesday." It was like, let me finish my sentence. I mean, like Tom cut her off, and it was sharp, but it wasn't like the worst thing a husband can say to a wife
But
at the same time.
John, you also have to realize Erica is also a cutter offer.
She is.
So, I mean, come on. So, you also don't know what happens behind like closed doors and like behind the scenes and like whatever because Erica overtalks and she also shuts people up because she wants to be heard.
I need to be heard.
You know what I
Am I
mean?
being heard?
Thank you for picking up on that. Thank you.
Okay, so next scene we go to the pop-up shop that, for Erica's messy the pretty mess hair line, whatever. It's already online, but she does a pop-up shop for the housewives and their glam squads. So it wasn't as bad as and listen, was Tom being like a dick when he shut her up in those couple of instances? Absolutely. But it's not like he didn't like backhand her across the face. You know what I mean? Like
you tell me to shut up all the time.
I
and,
do.
like, whatever. So I mean, it's not. I mean, sometimes when you overtalk shit, like you got to be told, "Hey, yo, listen, shut your fucking mouth."
I mean, Tom wasn't being like that nice, but it wasn't like I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. With him being like a high lawyer, like it's like, yo, listen, like I'm speaking, like you need to like stop. And I get that. I get that.
So we're at the pop-up shop for her hair thing. It's the her hairline. Now they're all talking about, which will be like the emphasis of next week's season finale. It's almost over. Beverly Hills is almost done. We have the season finale, and then I'm sure it's gonna be a 4-part reunion, 3 or 4. And I'm really sad because this show needs to be on every week, all the time. So
I wish I could afford to like go to the reunion because I would have so many things to say.
obviously the hot topic is Kathy and how people are getting the leaked info. Then you have People magazine asking Erica questions about Kathy, and she's like, well, this is a hot topic. Nobody sees Kathy Hilton like that. So of course everybody wants to know the story. um so it is what it is. um and Erica's saying she yelled at the manager, and then she went to the coat check girl, and she didn't have a ticket. And she goes, "This is my jacket." And the coat check girl said, Where's my ticket?" And Kathy's like, "I'm Kathy Hilton. I don't need a ticket." So clearly she yelled at the coat check girl, the manager, at this super exclusive club in Aspen that kicked Kris Jenner out for having a jacket as an outfit. Then they're going back and forth. Sorry. And then Dorit, I don't know how we got to that area of the conversation, but and this is why I usually have a panel, because Cody is just sitting there.
Listen, I can.
He's sick. It's okay.
So much. Like I can't move too much. Like I have a lot of stuff going on inside my body, so I'm sorry.
But Dorit says to she's saying oh God, I wish I could do it. Well, PK. Well, no, sorry. I can't mimic her accent. It's the one accent I can't grab because it's fake. But she's like, well, PK would love to watch me do dishes in high heels. And I looked at Cody and I'm like, when's the last time you think Dorit washed dishes?
When's the last time PK, even the child, rinsed his own dish? Come on.
That's for the lady washes the dishes, as Kathy Hilton would say.
What they do
is
is
the lady washes the dishes.
When they're done with their dishes, they open up the window and they throw their
They
dishes
throw 'em out.
out on the lawn, and they have the gardener with the hose spraying them off. That's what they do.
Can you see Dorit just at the sink with a ton of dishes in there washing them? like, even if okay, let's say like that might be the case, she wouldn't put them in her dishwasher. Like you
Right.
really see Dorit washing dishes with like her Dawn, her Palmolive, like really getting up in them dishes. Come on, man. Come on, Dorit.
Never. Especially with those Freddy Kringer what is it? Those Freddy claws is what they call them.
It's true. Like, can you imagine Dorit doing dishes? Like, oh, PK. I see. I can't. Wish I could
She
do
can't
it.
even do her own makeup or dress herself. You really think
But
that
listen,
she can
she has
wash
the
a
money
dish?
to live that lifestyle.
Exactly.
But
Don't
but
sit
her
there and
saying,
try to
"Oh,
say
PK
that.
wishes that he watches me do dishes in high heels." Like, come on, girl. Um, let's just let's call a spade here. Um, then the next scene. I listen with $1,300. I could buy a new wardrobe. I could have food for what, a year in this
I could have
house.
a dishwasher.
Cody, let me tell you something. Me and Cody have been together and living together and married. Well, not married the whole time, but for 14 years. We've only had one apartment that we lived in that ever had a dishwasher. And like Cody, so can I expect you to wear high heels when you're washing the dishes now, Cody?
Over my dead ass body. I can promise you that.
But $1,300 can go a long way. So okay, Dorit, whatever.
And we need it, of course, but I am not gonna spend it on no damn dishwasher.
So, next scene is hold on 1 second. Sorry, so next scene you have Diana gets a phone call from who? From Elton John and Erica.
Well, wait a minute. Can I just
Don't take away my line from me. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna steal my line from me, but go ahead, say it.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I know what you're gonna do. Go ahead. You're gonna take my line.
No, just say it because I can't get loud and like forever because no, my parts are gone, missing, and hurting.
And you could tell like Erica is so like enamored with like Diana's wealth because Erica was the Diana. I don't even know who had more money, to be honest with you. Like Erica in her heyday with Tom and Diana
with the stolen money.
Alleged stolen money.
Proven.
But I can't tell who had more money, with Erica when she was still with Tom or Diana. I kind of think Diana might have them nope, probably Tom. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, here's the thing, John.
That's a toughie on that one.
Here's the thing, John. Diana has the real money that belongs to her.
Well, she got her money because she married a billionaire.
Tom doesn't have the real money because it never belonged to him. So I think Diana won.
What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think that Erica had Erica in her heyday when she was when I was in Pasadena with the burglar with glaucoma that Tom had to rescue and the car flipped over on the switchback? You think Erica had more money?
Cocktail waitress.
I can't figure. They're probably close. I don't know who had the edge, but I'm sure. Hey, Dorothy, I'm sure that they were probably close in money. They both have buco bucks. Not Erica anymore, but it's just so funny to see Erica slither to Diana. And Callie Christine says Diana has more. I'll believe that. But they were close. Yeah, Tom had 2 planes. They had the international plane and the commuter plane for in the country. I mean, they had a lot of money. So it's just funny to see Erica gravitate to Diana and wish that that was still her life. You know what I mean? So then
she already said it in Aspen. She said, "Please buy jewelry so that way I could live vicariously through you and be happy."
Right.
So obviously, and also Dorit said yes.
So guess who calls Diana? Elton John. And
wait,
what?
I'm sorry, but when they're sitting there at the table and
hey, Heaven,
Erica is talking to Diana, and they're having their little conversation, and then all of a sudden Diana's phone rings. The look on Erica's face, she was so annoyed because she was interrupted and like whatever, like she rolled her eyes and she looked up. But then when she found out that it was Elton John on the phone, Erica could not get closer to Diana and get in that phone with Elton John in a second. I try not to,
because Erica's like all like goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and then here comes Elton John. Like
she was annoyed that she was interrupted, but when it was Elton John, she was like, "Oh." So I just want to point that out.
And I really, in my heart, I wish that Dorit was sitting next to Diana, because I was saying to Cody, I'm like, look at this, Diana's got Elton John on the phone. He beats the shit out of Boy George.
Sure does.
Like, Elton John, like, Boy George, also an icon, but
they slept together, probably.
Elton John goes up there that way. Like Elton John's got like Oscars, 8 million Grammys, Tony Awards. I think he's like a primetime Emmy Award away from the EGOT.
He's got the EGOT like 30
almost
times.
No, he almost has the EGOT. He's missing an Emmy, which he could probably get, like, if he just does a TV thing.
Yeah, he'd get it in a heartbeat.
So, and like, not to take anything away from Boy George, like, Culture Club, he has Grammys, or I think a Grammy. If you're putting it, Elton John and Boy George in the same plane, like, Elton John's he's gonna win. It's like putting, like, I don't know, like Meryl Streep next to who is like an okay actress, but like, is kind of mediocre. Come on, guys, help me out. Erica Jane. There we go. No, it's like putting Meryl Streep next to Lisa Rinna. There you go, because Lisa Rinna's an actress, right? Like, same type of thing. Meghan Markle. There we go. Heaven. Yes, there it is. So, they're both at Kirstie Alley. Yes, and Kirstie Alley's won some awards. I think Kirstie Alley might be too generous. Because Kirstie's, I mean, obviously Meryl Streep will beat Kirstie Alley out, but Kirstie Alley's got, like, her own accolades and stuff like that. Anywho, I just would have loved to have seen Dorit being there. Probably Dorit was like, oh, this bitch is calling Elton John. And, now Boy George isn't going to PK. PK. Diana's got Elton John on the phone. PK. So, yeah. All right. Then Rinna and Dorit are talking about the Tom Ford denim. So, like,
which I looked up.
And
well, first of all, she rented it because she can't afford, or she don't want to buy it because it's actually.
Well, she said it was one of a kind. It was Tom Ford denim.
The one that I looked up, it was just the blazer itself was $3,000. So, and she had the pants too. So I don't know what all that would be together, but just the blazer itself was $3,000.
And so she's like, girl, you can rent anything. So I'm like, did you rent it, Rinna?
Rita.
Whatever.
Who the hell is Rita?
She's a diva with a toot. Is that who Rita is?
I can't see you. Oh, good Lord.
I'm trying to get through this because, like, I'm like far away from the computer. I have Care Bears falling on me. I can't really read the comments, but we're gonna get through this. All right. So what do we got? Rinna, Tom Ford, blah blah blah. So then they're talking about Dorit's telling Lisa that Kathy called her, and that Kathy told Dorit that she wasn't proud of her actions and what she said and her behavior. Rinna in turn says that Kathy tried to silence me because of the text that she sent.
Don't forget to lick your lips. Like she does.
But is that so bad? I mean, like, I know that they're filming a reality TV show, and I know, like, this is our entertainment. But is that the worst thing? Like, Kathy texting Rinna and saying, it's a family, because we all know it was mostly aimed at Kyle.
Pretty much
And we
you're a
all
bitch
know
and
of
stay
like
out of it.
the tumultuous relationship that Kathy and Kyle have had since for like, since the last like what 13, 14 years. And they just got back on, where they're like good again. Mauricio allegedly took all of her husband's clients to start the agency.
Which I
Then,
believe that.
well, I have to say allegedly.
I know,
But
I believe it. And that's my own belief, so.
then Kyle did like the American Woman or whatever that TV show she had for like one season that got canceled, which Kathy didn't approve of. And then
And the book.
so is that so bad for Kathy to tell Rinna, maybe like not say anything. It's like in that sex, it goes deeper than what you think. And is that so bad?
Well,
Kathy put
Rinna-
her faith in the wrong person when she put all this out to Rinna. The absolute worst person on earth you could have unloaded this to was Lisa Rinna. Like, I wish there was Crystal there, or Sutton, or Garcelle, and literally anybody but Lisa Rinna. Kathy should have unloaded on.
Well, we all know that Lisa is an Esther. We all know that. We all know that. So any information she gets, she is going to run with it, and she is going to twist it, and she's going to put her own like thoughts and everything into it. So
listen, I've gone on rants, and I may have texted people the next day and be like, "Listen, can you not say everything I said last night because I don't need a bigger mess than what it already is." I don't think And Brenda's like, Kathy's trying to silence me. She's trying to keep me quiet. I just think that Kathy realized she may have talked a lot out of turn that night and unloading, and she was feeling a certain way about things. And Kathy put her faith in the wrong person, being Lisa Rinna.
Well, Kathy wanted
Grace.
somebody to confide in, and she didn't have really anybody on her side on that trip. You know what I mean?
Let me know who wins, honey. Got you, girl.
Kathy didn't have anybody.
I don't think that Rinna's trying to make it seem like
Lisa Rinna was kissing her butt the whole time that they were there in Aspen and everything else, and then all of a sudden, boom. Now Rinna's like, oh my God, she said all this thing. But then at the end, she came out on top with Garcelle. So does that make sense? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I really don't think Rinna being I feel bad for Kathy because she just put her faith in the wrong person.
She did.
And I'm sure, because we don't have that footage, but I'm sure Rinna was like, oh, yeah, Kathy.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Kathy. Yeah, Rinna, tell me all about it. Tell me all about Kyle, what you think about it. Why don't you own it? Come on. I could see Rinna in the Sprinter. I could see Rinna in Kyle's house. Oh, Kathy, tell me more. Yeah. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, unload. Oh, unload. I could totally see. Can't you see her doing that?
Absolutely.
I could see Rinna just gaslighting Kathy. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could trust me. Yeah, yeah, just tell me everything. Oh yeah. Oh 100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, tell me that. Tell me about Kyle. I could absolutely see that.
Yep.
And to but can't you see that? Like just Rinna setting her up. Just, tell me everything, Kathy. Tell me everything. Yeah,
well,
tell me.
If you look at it, she pretty much kind of did.
So, I mean, hey, Christina C. I totally can see Rinna, and I know Rinna set her up. What do you need, babe?
Bathroom. Sorry.
You need my help?
No, I'm good.
Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so it's fine. We're still live, so don't make any noises from the bathroom, please.
Thank you, Rinna.
So, now I'm trying to read my notes. Let me see here. Now talking about Lisa leaving. So they go into the discussion about Rinna leaving Crystal's party, which she didn't need to do. Lisa had to make the whole big scene. She Rinna has made this whole giant Kathy debacle about her. Even Kyle said in the beginning of the show to Dorit, like, listen, everything Kathy said was mainly towards me. Why is Rinna doing this? She's making it all about her. And I have a very good point, which I'll make in a second. Wait, actually, I have a good point here. I was looking at I was able to hop on IG for like 5 seconds today, and I saw Camille. Camille posted something about Rinna. Cody loves Camille. I mean, I would love Camille to be here. God, Camille would not be letting this shit go. They need to bring Camille back. Camille was good TV, man. And I know Camille could be like really annoying because but you need someone who's the anti-Rinna, and I think that's Camille. Because they're both kind of cut from the same cloth and how they approach things, but you need the pro and the antagonist, the protagonist, the pro and the con, the villain, the hero, and that's why Camille I think would be so great if she was here. But she posted it's like a spoof. Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Strip: The Victims of Rinna's Wrath, coming to Peacock and Bravo 2023. Look, so Camille, and look, okay, Yolanda, Lisa screwed over. LVP, Lisa screwed over. Look at Eden. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Eden, but remember that whole big scene at the season finale of Eden's season? Yep. Kathy, Denise. Denise with the whole thing with Brandy. Come on. Then you have Camille there. Kim Richards. Who's on the bottom right? Oh, and Sutton. I mean, look, all the victims of Lisa Rinna. She attacks cast member after cast member after cast member every season with no storyline. She's like the attacker. She's I guess the muscle, I guess. Because she brings nothing to the table with storyline other than attacking cast members.
That's why she's there.
Look at all these people. She went after, I mean, with Kim, with Kim, with in Amsterdam when she broke the wine glass and almost stabbed her. Denise with the Brandy stuff. Eden, Eden was Lisa Rinna's only friend, and Lisa, and I know a lot of people don't like Eden, but I mean, it's still true.
I mean, Harry Hamlin's sauce is not that great,
right?
Come on,
it's all true. Her storyline, since she's been on the show since season 5, I think, has been attacking people. That's it. Does. And I love that little graphic because I'm can you imagine if they actually made that show? I mean, that would be
John,
the best show on TV.
She cried and cried because, and I love Lois. And John even said to me, he goes,
and I did too. Listen,
how do you even know like her mother's name? And I'm like, I love Lois too. And he's like, I can't remember.
And I won't take that away from Rinna. Obviously not. Lois dying, but at the same time, your mom lived a long. She was in her 90s, right, Lois?
You need to
be grateful
on healing yourself instead of attacking other people and getting into more drama and whatever. And Lisa Rinna herself, said, I want to be a better person. I am changing myself after all this with my mother passing and everything. But I don't see any change. I see Lisa Rinna still doing the same BS. The same, just not as harsh, but give her time.
Just be grateful you had right back there. How old is Rinna? 55, almost 60?
This is not the days of our lives of the young and the restless, whatever she's
I hate to be cold when I say this, but I lost my mom at 9 years old. You lost your mom at almost 60. Be grateful of the time you spent with her.
She's lucky.
And just whatever, but granted, I'm not going to take, because we all know that she loved Lois, and that was, so I'm not going to say anything 100%. Even remotely bad about that. But I think she was using Lois's death as a crutch. to attack everybody.
Definitely.
Like
to get her words out, but nobody could come back at her because she was going through that pain. But yet she could dish it out, but she couldn't take it because she just lost her mother.
But look at the Homeless and Toothless Foundation.
Oh, God.
Look at you mean the Homeless and Toothless Foundation? Remember that? Like, you know, when like, you know, Rinna was going off, was it Sutton at that when she was going off on Sutton? And she was like screaming at Sutton at the Homeless and Toothless dinner. And then like, you know, she's like, I'm just so mad about like my mom dying. And then like 30 seconds later, she changed gears and she was completely fine. No.
Well, she was bawling and everything turned to like towards her. And then she clicked again and started attacking everybody again, like she does.
And again, I will not take any.
Is there any change in her?
We all know Rinna loved her mother. They had a great relationship, and I will never take that away from Rinna. And I'm sure that I am 100% positive that when she passed, Rinna was heartbroken. But you can't use that as a crutch or like a motive to attack people because your whole storyline is attacking people. And I feel like she's using her mom's death to like go, oh, my mom died. I don't know how to handle it.
I can say,
but
I can have loose lips and I can say all this bad stuff, but you can't say nothing back because I'm sorry, my mom passed. No, I'm sorry.
It doesn't give you an excuse to act like an asshole, especially at a charity foundation.
I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Charity dinner, like that, you know, and if I was Dorit, you know, at the Homeless and Toothless not dinner, I would have grabbed Rinna by like her fake hair and like pulled her out and said, "What are you doing?"
I would have told her to leave. I would have been like, "You need to." I would have called security.
Security. But like, you don't do that. And Dorit is just like Dorit has no backbone at all. After watching this season, Dorit has absolutely no backbone. Like her allegiance blows in the wind, like, you know, how she acted, you know, and I loved Dorit last season. I thought that was her redemption season because Dorit's always been like, you know, just like.
And you did say that, yeah.
Icky.
You said that.
And last season, Dorit could do no wrong in my books. And this season, it's like another, you know, what was Dorit's storyline? The break in the first episode?
That's it.
Which, you know, again, another tragic, you know, horrible thing that happened to Dorit, which I won't take that away from her. But that was Dorit's storyline. The whole, you know, that was it. And I don't know.
She's a flipper.
I really liked Dorit last season, and like I usually never did like Dorit, but this season again, she kind of like, you know.
I mean, she's a great person, but like her actions are just not where. She don't even know where they are.
Right, let me find out. Let me find out where am on my notes here. Hold on, Kathy. Blah blah blah. No, we're at Kyle's.
I know I throw you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So then, now talking about leaving Crystal, Cressy wanted DJ to play. Oh. So okay. So they're talking about like the night in Aspen. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. You good?
Yeah. Go.
Yeah. They're still talking at the luncheon at the pop-up shop. And what I don't understand, and forgive me if I'm wrong here, but Crystal was saying that Kathy wanted to play Billie Jean by Michael Jackson at like the super posh Aspen exclusive club. Is that so bad? And Crystal's like, and I've liked Crystal's stock went up this season for me. Like I like Crystal a whole lot. And then it took a dip with this comment because she's like, well, you know, in these times, asking to play a Michael Jackson song is problematic. Why? Billie Jean? Huh? Why? It's not like Kathy Hilton went up to the DJ and said, like, can you play Fiesta by R. Kelly? Like, she's not asking like to play R. Kelly songs.
It's a song.
It's Billie Jean. It's classic. Like,
it's not like you're asking the person to go up
Who's
there
even-
and make a speech.
who's even talking about Michael Jackson anymore? Like, he's been dead since like what, 09, 08? It's been a while, 14, 15 years. Like, what's wrong with asking them to play a Michael Jackson song?
I still love that song, and I will listen to it nonstop. I love the song, and whatever he did,
Let's not go down that avenue.
No, I'm just saying, whatever he did, that's his business, and that's everybody else's, whatever. But I still like the song, so I'm still gonna listen to the song.
And Kathy, was friends with the Jacksons. Michael, I think, pretty sure. Why is that so bad? Like, it's not, Kathy's not asking the DJ, hey, can you play I'm Gonna Take a Piss on You by R. Kelly?
It's not like, oh, you went there, didn't you? Oh, my God. John, no, you didn't.
John, that is the limit. You crossed the line again. How can you say that, John? But it's the truth.
Right, right.
It's Billie Jean. It's I don't.
It's an iconic song.
I don't get why Crystal was like playing Michael Jackson. Did something come out with Michael Jackson recently in the news that I don't know about?
But even if it did, I mean, the song is still a good song, though. Like, it's a good song. It's a song. It's not like it's not that you're supporting like the artist or whatever. It's you like enjoying like the music. Like, it's the music part and the artist and the just like, I don't know, the music and everything else. Like, that had nothing else to do with anything. Like, so
Bella Pixie got my joke. I'm happy one person did. Let's see, what does Addie say?
I don't understand it.
Playing the song now, royalties go to his kids, so I'd have no issue playing any of his work now. They are not responsible for what their dad did or didn't do. And again, this is like, he's been dead for a while. I don't see, it's Kathy Hilton. She likes like the, I'm sure I could see her asking the DJ to play like a prayer by Madonna or like Borderline or something like that.
Just because Whitney Houston did what she did, am I not supposed to like her music now?
What, because she was a drug addict?
That, and also she committed like suicide.
No,
like,
she didn't.
Like
no.
She was found in a tub. She didn't. Whatever.
That was accidental. She didn't.
Well,
no. She didn't.
Hearsay, they're saying.
No, baby. No, let's get clear. She did that. She did not. No, that was an accident.
Either way, whatever.
Lordy, do you want me to get in more trouble? Jesus Christ.
With Bobby, and Bobby was a horrible, horrible person to her and everything else, but still.
Cody's on a lot of medication right now. His mind ain't right.
We should stop.
So Whitney Houston, horrible tragedy, how she passed away.
Of course.
One of my favorite singers, like Mariah Carey, Whitney
but
Houston.
We should stop.
My two favorite singers in the whole wide world, and Queen Latifah, actually. We love you, Whitney.
I don't care.
You kind of.
But still, she was a drug addict and she was with Bobby, and nobody liked that. But yet, should we stop listening to her
think
music?
Your comparison's a bit of a stretch on this one,
like I
baby.
said, you're gonna have your own thoughts, and I'm gonna have my own. So that's how it is.
I just think that I could see where you're going with that, but it's just like a lot of bit of a stretch.
Okay.
All right. So there we are. Okay, so all right, the Billie Jean thing. All right, so so then Sheree mentions, in the group that Kathy was already mad at Rinna. Well, Kathy was already mad when they were at Kemosabe in Aspen because Rinna had to order the 818 Kendall Jenner tequila. Yeah, it is really tragic. Very tragic. And that's why I'm like, Cody, shut up. Because, her daughter died the same exact way.
Nobody brought that up except for you just
now. And I really do think that Rinna was like being a bitch and not ordering Kathy's on purpose. I think Rinna concocted this whole thing, and I think she started this out. by purposely not ordering Kathy's tequila when she tried to do the whole presentation again at the place. And then, she has her tequila there on display. And what does Rinna do? She goes, let me get Kendall Jenner's 818
John,
tequila. I haven't my good friend Kendall Jenner. Well, if she's your good friend, Rinna, why didn't she send you a bottle?
Exactly.
That's what the celebrities do.
Why
like when
you already have your own bottle that was sent to you.
And
if you notice, John, it wasn't when it was in the group of girls that Lisa Rinna ordered the tequila. It was Lisa Rinna by herself there at the bar and said, "Can I get a taste of that?" It was just her at the bar. It wasn't like she was with the group of girls that was around the bar with her. It was just Rinna at the bar by herself.
But they were all in ear's length of each other. And,
of course.
so.
But they only showed that Rinna was at the bar by herself. Nobody else was at the bar.
I do too. I think she purposely did that because Rinna has to keep the fights going on. Because
she does.
Let's not. Hey, listen.
Lisa has to pay for those lips.
Look. You got all these people that Rinna picks fights with over the course of the years on Beverly Hills. So Rinna's got to keep herself going to keep her storyline going because no one cares about her and her hair from 1985 and Harry Hamlin's bolognese sauce or any of it. That nobody cares. Or about Amalia and her modeling. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I think she purposely did that to get the wheels in motion. And 100. Then Rinna's like, oh my God, does that mean that like maybe I was the catalyst of this fight that like started it? Because why couldn't Rinna just say, let me have some of Kathy's tequila? Well, Kathy's right. Like, Kathy is closer to Rinna than Cody on that couch is closer to me right now. Why couldn't Rinna say, oh my God, can I have some of my good friend Kathy Hilton's tequila, please? I'd like to have it. And then drink it in front of Kathy. And then say, oh, my good friend Kendall Jenner's tequila is there too. Can I try that first? Try that too. Problem solved. But she purposely didn't take Kathy's tequila. And she went, I'm sorry. And you know why? Because we see Rinna saying that in a confessional like a minute later that Kathy Hilton is notoriously jealous of the Kardashian clan. Excuse me? Huh? What? What'd you just say? That's like when she was saying last week that Kyle was more successful than Kathy. Huh? What pills you on, Rinna, these days? Because that bag of pills, they got your brain going haywire. Let's not forget that when the first season of Beverly Hills started, they introduced Kyle as Paris Hilton's aunt. Kyle Richards, not actress, not celebutante, not philanthropist, not real estate mogul. Kyle got introduced as the aunt of Paris Hilton in the first season. Look, it's Paris Hilton's aunt. Half aunt, by the way, because they're not even fully sisters. I mean, if you want to call a spade, I'll call it right now. Because you know what? I'll mention it all, like Bethany. There we go.
So if that sauce is
I'll mention it all.
Then why can't you buy it?
No, that's Harry Hamlin's homemade bolognese sauce.
But if it's
it's bolognese, it's not bolognese. It's bolognese.
You can't buy anything from his whatever.
But I will just mention it all like Bethany. Like you want to get into it. I got you.
I keep looking.
Like it is what it is. Like that's how she got introduced to the show. So I mean, Rinna is just missing the mark over and over and over again. And like I would say that the Hilton dynasty and the Kardashian dynasty are probably, I would give the edge to the Hiltons. I mean, you have Paris, you have Nikki, and you have the whole Hilton hotel empire. Let's not forget, how did the Kardashians come to be known? Because of the sex tape with Kim. and what was his name? Ray J, right?
I think it was Ray J.
You know,
Yes,
that's
yes,
how
it
they
was.
became
Yes,
known.
yes.
Like, you know, you didn't see. Oh shit, Paris had a sex tape too. Damn it. There goes that comparison. But they were already known at that point. Damn it, Paris! You had to have the one night in Paris. But
That's what she said.
and like you know, the dad Rob was like you know the OJ lawyer and stuff like that. But I would still give the edge to the Hiltons over the Kardashians. But at the end of the day, they're all good friends. Like Kris Jenner and Kathy are good friends. They always talk about like how they hang out and this, that, and the other. So why is Rinna trying to like you know put a wedge between them? Where is she going with this? Like she is dirty, dirty.
Her house is only $4 million. That's it. You're tiny.
Dirty. I can't stand her. All right, so moving on.
She's a bitch.
Wow, 51 minutes. Okay.
She is. She's.
We didn't even get to the best part of the show yet. So then Rinna at the end of like the pop-up lunch at you know Erica's pretty hair thing was saying, you know what, guys? I've been sending Kathy Hilton prayers and blessings from my heart.
And you saw Sutton's face. She wrote that like.
And I was like, oh, so you called Kathy and you were sending her prayers and blessings, and she goes, from my heart, and it goes Sutton.
But meanwhile, you were
I love
just
Sutton.
locked in your bedroom, scared of her and everything else. But you're what? That makes no sense.
I love Sutton, and she's like,
I do too.
huh? Y'all, wait, y'all. Did
She's
Rinna
like,
did Rinna just say that she pries? Did Rinna just say that she pries? Because I don't understand that.
No.
Damn it! Every time I try to do a live, and I think it's gonna be quick, it never is.
I told you.
Because there's a lot to cover.
I know. I told you. You're like, oh, I only took 15 pages instead of 30.
I did. I only have like
okay.
4 pages of notes this time, and still I can't like get through like in under an hour. All right, give me just 1 second. Okay, sorry. All right, so now moving on. We're gonna get through this. Sorry, I had to help Cody to the bathroom. Crystal, Sutton, ba ba ba. So now we fast. Now we're at Kyle's house. Kyle.
With the bangs or without the bangs?
Sans bangs.
Because
she's not filming, so no bangs on Kyle's forehead. Kyle only has the bangs when she's in character
so it took
for
5 hours to clip on bangs.
But like the Kardashians and the Hiltons are friends, and like Kathy and Chris are like momagers, you know, like Renna's saying that, you know, she's jealous. No. Remember like what, like, was it last season or the season before that, like when like they were like doing like that thing like with the bell? Remember that clip? And like it was like they were at a resort or a spa and they were doing like the thing with like the sounds with the bowl, and they were all like,
oh, and they were all sleeping on
there,
the
and
floor.
Kathy Hilton passed out, and she was like,
They were
no,
all passed out.
she was like, we had this like at Kim's like baby shower or something like that. They're friends. Like, why? Renna is just awful.
She's a mean person.
So Kyle's house. So Kyle's back from filming. She's out of character. Her bangs are gone. And Kathy comes
in the same shirt, which who cares?
And instead of like, you know, bringing flowers, she sees that Kyle has fresh flowers in front of her house and just rips out a bunch of. I love Kathy Hilton so much.
Okay, wait, no, wait. You know that you're coming to your sister's house to apologize. Why couldn't you bring like a bottle of wine or like maybe your own bottle of tequila? You know, that you want to promote so bad.
No, Kathy gave up on that.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Every time she tried to promote her tequila, they were like, they laughed in her face.
But she brought nothing. So she got out of the car and went over there to the flowers and just picked 2 flowers or 3 flowers and was like, here, these are for you. And it's like, cool to like ruin my bush.
And she just ripped them out and she goes, here, I brought you some. Kyle, I brought you some flowers.
These are for you.
The lady didn't do this. I did. So
thanks for giving me like not even a scent flower.
You know, and she's here to apologize, right? Which she does, and like, you know, she's Kathy Hilton, and
she does.
Kathy likes to keep like all the drama, and
she always has.
And
she always has.
You know, so she's Kathy Hilton. But she comes to apologize, and Kathy tells Kyle that she feels a little insecure about Kyle putting down her outfits, which Kyle always does. I mean, and granted,
she does.
I mean, Kathy comes up with some zingers with these outfits. I mean, like, you know, they're used to like being decked out in couture and, you know, head to toe, and Kathy shows up in flip-flops and like camo pants from Kohl's and like a t-shirt she got off some bum on Skid Row. So but that's Kathy, and I love Kathy for that.
Maybe listen, Kathy is like kind of like down to earth and like whatever. She don't need to be dressed up all the time. She's used to being dressed up in ball gowns and like, you know, Dolce and like Tom Ford and like all this stuff. She has all that stuff. But maybe she's got some corns on her feet that are hurting her. Like
not the corns.
Maybe she's got a blister. Maybe she's got a.
I don't even think Kathy Hilton has a corn.
Maybe she has a plantar's wart or something. Like who knows? Like don't dog her for like her style. Like that's still Kathy Hilton. Like she could.
I do too.
Any of them.
See, Velvet, I love when wealthy people dress like us poor folks. Me too. Yes. Like the fact that Kathy will go with like those flip flops to the airport and sweatpants. Like, you know, they all dress up like in the 90s to go to Walmart, you know, or like, whatever. And Kathy's like, you know, I just want to be comfortable. And like, what's wrong with that? And but I also get Kyle saying like, you know, listen, we're going to the Shishi club and you can't wear that. But Kathy Hilton's like, but I'm Kathy Hilton and I can wear whatever I want. So
wait a minute, though.
You have to give that to her too.
I have to correct you on that though. They were already at the whole thing and like whatever. They decided to go to the club afterwards. So Kathy was already wearing the outfit that she had on. So it wasn't like she went home and changed into something like that. She was already wearing that and everybody else decided to go to the club. So Kathy was already wearing what she was already wearing. So you can't dog her for that.
And like when they were in the car going to like that, you know, super exclusive club, you know, Kathy Hill's like, I don't know if we're gonna get in, you know, and Renna's like, you're Kathy fucking Hilton.
Yeah.
You can get it everywhere you want, you know. That you know that like it's okay, true. So
you're absolutely right.
I love the fact that Kathy wears these outfits. I love that, like, because it makes, like Velvet said, it makes her relatable. Like, this woman's got more money than God, and
Yes.
it's
She's got designers in her speed dial if she needs it like that. They will be flown in from anywhere in the country. They will be flown into her. She don't need it. She don't want it. She just wants to go comfortable, and let her. Let her.
good night, Empress. At any rate, like, I think that was a big scene for Kathy because Kathy doesn't want to admit fault or whatever because she's like Kathy Hilton, and she was very endearing, and I believed her, and I don't know why Kyle. I don't know. I mean, like
Kyle seemed like she was embarrassed of her sister.
She should be embarrassed of Kim, not Kathy. I'm just saying.
No, that's true. That's very true.
And I would love Kim's thoughts
But
on this.
if she did not like the way that Kathy looked, then they should not kept sitting there persisting on going to this damn club.
But Kyle always does put down Kathy's outfits. And like, listen, Kathy's outfits,
they might not look the best, but you know what? I'm sure that they cost money.
And that's another thing, like Ellie, she might be tired of dressing up. Listen,
I agree with that.
Why can't she be comfortable?
Who wants to wear $3,000 shoes just to go get milk?
Kyle.
Well, that's her. And that's why she had 14 nose jobs because she can't run.
Not the nose jobs.
Well, I'm just saying. Hello. You can't run in $1,500 shoes away from Michael Myers.
But Kyle did make a good point because she was like, okay, that, but like, Kathy always, they're sisters though. Like, Kathy, like, a few episodes back was telling Kyle, stop cursing. And Kyle was like, really, Kathy? Like right now, like I see it both ways. I really do. I'm not trying to gang up on Kyle.
He's taking the spot.
Hope to Cody's spot. There's Hope in the background.
It's okay because I have to go to the bathroom again.
But I could see, and again, they're sisters, they're family, like, and like, with
one of my heart things just came off.
Oh my God.
One of my heart things that they connected me to just came off.
So I can see it, but let's get to the part with Sutton and Erica. So Sutton and Erica are new BFFs, right? I love Sutton. I love her so much. So
she's Southern and like she gets it and like she don't take BS.
So
she'll listen to it, but when she blows up,
hey Paula. So Sutton invites Erica over for a dinner or luncheon. Catered by Popeye.
With the French fries.
Catered by Popeye's Chicken on the finest china you'll ever eat off of. Sweet tea served in polished silver glasses that like my lips will never drink out of.
That's what Queen Elizabeth.
And Dom Perignon. I mean, like, I love Sutton so much for that. Like, you have no idea. Listen, and if anybody ever wants to invite me over for Popeyes and champagne, I'm there. And you don't even have to serve it on, like, fine china and crystal. Just a paper plate's fine.
They didn't even have the champagne.
No, she had the Dom Perignon, but Erica's like, I'm driving.
They only drank sweet tea.
Because Erica said she was driving and she couldn't drink the champagne. Right, Erica? Whatever. Right, exactly. But still, Erica's like, no, I'm driving. I can't take it. And like, Popeyes, the sweet tea came from Popeyes.
Yeah.
You can get like a big, like a wine box full of like the Popeyes sweet tea.
We picked them up and we delivered
from
them
our
before,
Uber,
so we know exactly.
From our Uber Eats. And I just thought that was so cute and fun. Like
she set up like a cheap meal and made it fancy.
But
it
was
cheap.
Cute.
Yeah,
but Popeyes is good food. And
like a little tea party type of thing. Like, but it was Popeyes.
She had like the French fries on this like golden chalice.
It was on the
Erica.
Tier.
Like I was like, what?
There was 3 tiers and the fries were on top. And this was like, she obviously you guys saw this. She ordered just for the 2 of them like she ordered like for like 20 people. So the fries were like overflowing at the top. It looked like a fry like fountain. And like she had like the chicken, she had the biscuits, like
She had the
that
macaroni.
was-
Well, she kept the
well,
macaroni and cheese for
I
herself.
would have too, because that macaroni and cheese is the bomb.
See, I like me some coleslaw. I like the string beans.
They don't have it there at Popeyes.
Oh no, I'm
the
sorry. KFC has
them.
a string. KFC has good string beans.
Yeah,
I love
those are
them KFC string beans.
delicious.
But like I love
She had
coleslaw.
the biscuits,
I'm good.
like everything was like all laid out, and like she only kept the biscuits in the box. That's it. Everything else was put on like platters and everything else, and like like it was like a cutesy like
and Popeyes.
I love that.
Popeyes ain't cheap. I mean, like, listen,
No, it's not cheap.
It's cheap for like them, right? But like, listen,
Of course, yeah.
me and Cody go to Popeyes, and it's supposed to be fast food.
That's
like $30 later. Like for $30, I can go to Applebee's, get a 2 for $20, and get a couple of drinks.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So Apple,
You are
for
right.
everybody else, Popeyes is like expensive. $30 for like a 2-person meal when you're middle class. That's like a lot of money, and like you can go out to eat and pay less, but like that's why we usually don't get Popeyes all that often, because it's good chicken.
We only got it one time.
And now I'm craving Popeyes too. And like you get that sweet heat sauce is like the best sauce known to man. You get the Popeyes and you dip it in the Popeyes sweet heat sauce. It's like sweet and sour, but it's got a little kick to it. So good. And if it were me and Sutton's like, here you are, here's your Popeyes and your champagne, I'd be like, game on, girl, let's do this. It would have been like the best lunch I ever went to.
Cameras off. Let's pop the dom. Let's go sit on the
Hi,
couch
I have the
and
storm. So yeah, I love me some Popeyes. So they have a cute little conversation. I mean, I don't want to get that much into it because we have the rest of the conversation with Lisa to cover. But Sutton's saying that she hopes that Erica stops lashing out, and Erica's like, "Yeah, I had to stop doing that." It was an okay conversation. And and then Sutton says, like, I wish, like, when you do talk about certain things, there might be like a little air of compassion in your voice. Well, we're gonna get to that on the after show, but thank you for joining and thank you for being a member. Sutton's saying, have a compassion, which everybody else has told her by now, and I think it's finally hitting home with Erica. And Erica says like the victim word, the V word, according to her, is like triggering, and I get that. And like, listen. As much as Erica is hated, and I've hated on her for like now, like what, 2 years, and so is the world. Jennifer Lawrence, John Hamm, pretty much everybody hates Erica. I can see points in Erica's life where, like, it's unfair to her, and I'd be the first one to call Erica this, that, and the other. But I also have to say, like, but there are certain things in Erica's life that, like, are crappy, and I can understand why Erica lashes out the way that she does. I can.
Yeah,
but
a lot of like backlash. So, I mean,
it's tough.
It is tough
when you're looking at it, like, I really feel, and I think the whole world would agree with me on this one, that if Erica was compassionate since day one, right? When all this stuff came to light, that, what's the word I'm looking for? That she wouldn't have been attacked as mercilessly as she's been being attacked. And I also get that Erica's, in court and being sued and this, that, and the other, and she's afraid to say something. I get that too. And, I get it.
But you also,
but this was the first episode where I didn't completely hate Erica in this one.
But you also, that like, and I'm not trying to say it like wrongly or like anything like that, but like Erica has been attacked, and I get that because obviously Tom is, in his state of mind and like Maybe still hanging from a tree. Who fucking knows?
The switchback?
Who knows?
He's in a switchback.
I don't know. Maybe
he's hanging from a tree.
He's in like the back.
He's got
of,
a concussion.
The Hamburglar's like.
The Hamburger's got him held hostage.
Knows? Like whatever. But Erica gets the backlash because she is still on TV and Tom is not. Tom is in a facility that he's trying to obviously get himself back and like, you know, like with his mentality and like whatever and like yada yada yada. So obviously who takes it? It's Erica. You take the blame. Not the blame, but like you take like the wrath of it. Just like and John, you know, if you're getting backlash and like whatever, and then you go away, who else is gonna get it? Your spouse. You know what I mean? And that's what she's getting. And it's not completely fair to Erica. I mean, I'm not trying to like exonerate like Erica.
Yeah, be careful what you say here.
I'm not trying to say nothing like that. No, not at all. But it's hard on her because she's getting double because Tom's not dealing with any of it because he is in the facility where
like Erica's saying, and yeah, you're using that too much facility. No, all Erica had to say was like, you know, in these last couple of years, like, you know, when they do talk about the victims or the orphans or the, all Erica had to say was like, that's horrendous. And I hope that these people, you know, get their money, you know.
She did say that.
No.
She said if they are owed the money, then they deserve that money.
Last week she said what victims or alleged victims, and that's why Kyle flipped out on Erica. So now you, Cody.
I know. I see where you're coming from. I get you.
Let's move on from Erica, please. Before let's move on from Erica because they're there, and you know I know Erica doesn't want to admit guilt, but. Like if what Erica's saying is true, if you have no part of it, then you could feel compassion for the people.
Think that her and Tom are not together, so they're hearing both like different sides of each story. Also, like from Erica and like also from Tom and like whatever. So nobody really knows like the whole thing because they're not as a one. So now
I want chicken so bad right now. All I keep thinking about is that Popeye's chicken with that. Cody, can you just
no?
Okay, no. So.
I can barely pee by myself.
All I want is a big bucket of chicken right now. Let's move on from that. I think that Erica. I like the scene with Erica and Sutton. I'm just going to leave it at that. And there we are. Okay, so now we're back to Kyle. Now we're back to Kyle and Kyle's house with Kathy there. And in comes Rinna. And this is like the last part of the show. Oh, Lord. Okay.
So they brought in like the Rottweiler.
There's no Popeyes. There's no Rottweiler. There's nothing. Renna's the Rottweiler.
Yes.
Okay. So Kathy apologizes to Lisa as soon as she walks in. And there goes Rinna. Oh my God. Kathy Hilton's in the same shirt that she wore in Aspen. Like, you know, kind of piggybacking off Kyle, always making fun of Kathy wearing like, you know, different things. But Kathy's excuse for wearing the shirt was like, you know, last time I saw you was wearing this. It was peace, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was yours.
I want peace. So I wore the shirt.
At least it's not rented, Rinna.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Rinna says, I was shook. I've never seen you like that. And Kathy goes, well, no one's ever seen me like that.
Except the lady.
And then Rinna is like, you've had a full psychotic break and you need help. What? Huh? Who? Seriously?
Rinna, you need help. You really need help.
Rinna's the one who needs help.
Yeah,
and like
she really does.
You know, that Melrose Place hair, that Billy hair from Days of Our Lives from like 1992 that you're still rocking, like everyone says it's iconic. Girl. Like, I'd rather see you with,
In
like,
the 80s.
I'd rather see you with Blanche's hairdo from, like, the Golden Girls at
Shave
this
your
point.
head.
Like, like, get a nice, like, get, like, one of the good 80s permanents, a good blowout maybe, and, like, do it like that because that hair's
Get
gotta
a
go.
perm or something. Like, do something different. Like,
I
those
can't take her
wispies,
anymore.
Like, come on.
So, Brenna's like, "Are you trying to shut me up?" And Kathy's like, "Well, you could be very unkind too." And Brenna's like, "So we're going there now." Now, so the news is right now is that Rinna is asking $2 million now for next season to be on Housewives. Would make her like the highest paid housewife. Nene.
I'd be like, fire.
Along with Nene, only people making that type of money was like Nene, LVP. Very few people are making $2 million. A season. And I feel like Rinna is asking for the $2 million because she knows that she's not bringing anything to the table anymore. She knows that she's a shit stirrer. She knows she's just a crappy human being.
And
she knows she
that
brings
she's a
nothing to the table.
bitch.
She knows she ruins relationships. So in my head, I see Rinna asking for the $2 million as a way of being an out because she knows she's not going to get it. And then she could say, "Well, I asked for that money and they didn't give it to me, so I'm walking."
Did you ask that like on your soap opera that you were actually working for? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
And at this point, she knows everybody hates her, everybody, and all the past cast hates her, and that's all she's good for is just causing shit. That's what Look what she did to poor Denise. Denise Richards, my friend of 20 years. Look what she did to Denise.
Yeah. Yep. She fucked her over too.
Ixnay on the up phase.
Okay, well, super sorry, say.
But like that's how I see like Erica. Why not $5 million, Rinna, that you could ask for? There's just nothing interesting to Rinna
she acts
anymore.
Like she's untouchable. Well, I'm sorry, but you are. So bye, girl, bye.
And then Kathy did apologize to Kyle, and I think that Kyle saw Kathy and she was upset and she forgave her.
Cried.
And then
and then Lisa came in.
Kyle and then Kathy's like, you guys don't know, I have a very close friend of mine that's dying of cancer. I haven't told anybody about this yet. I've been dealing with a lot, and then me and Cody had this conversation because Kyle was like, "Well, what caused you to be this way in Aspen?" And she's like, "Well, listen, I had 1 or 2 glasses of wine, the altitude, my slippers, the camel pants. Listen." Cody's like, "I don't believe it." But I do. I don't see Kathy Hilton as a big drinker, and I could see her getting like a little like messy off 2 glasses of wine.
I don't see that. No, with her lifestyle and everything like that, like with her meet and greets and not meet and greets, but like her going out and seeing people and like with her lavish.
You barely ever see her drink. When she went to Crystal's house, when she
but
wanted
you don't
a cracker,
even know her.
Crystal and her husband offered her like a glass of wine, and Kathy's like, no, I just want a Diet Coke and a cracker. Like if Kathy was
because she already had 15 glasses in the car.
No, stop. Does anybody think that Kathy Hilton's like a big drunk lush? No, I don't know.
Drunk,
and I think that Kathy can drink 2 glasses of wine and get like a little tipsy. I think.
I don't.
And they're not drinking cheap like Franzia like me and Cody drink. She's drinking like probably like bottles of wine
70 proof
that are aged like 70 years, and have like a little kick to them.
I'm sorry, but no, you're not gonna change my.
Kathy's not drinking. No. Let me get your finest box of Franzia. That's not Kathy. She's gonna have a glass of wine.
Love that.
Her glasses of wine are probably like $1,300 a glass. That's how I see that. So. And you barely ever see her drink on the show, like with Crystal. She offered her wine, and she's like,
you just said on the show.
Let me just get a cracker and some Diet Coke. That's it. Even
she wants a cracker to sober up.
I don't know. So Kathy starts crying. Rinna is saying, "Well, I feel bad for you. I really do. But you could take your tears, and you're not going to get away from. You're not going to get away from it, Kathy, because you're going to have to answer to this. Who the fuck are you, Rinna? Like, should Kathy have said that to you when you were going off at the Homeless Not Toothless Foundation dinner? When you were going crazy and crying about your mom who lived a long life into her 90s? Like, Kathy should have said, "Oh, you know what, Brenna? This is no excuse. Like, your mom lived a whole life, and it cuts both ways."
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You know, Renna can use the waterworks as an excuse whenever she wants to about a mother who was beautiful, lived a full life into her 90s, and but Kathy's friend who's dying of cancer, that's not good enough for Renna. I hate her I hate Renna so much. She is just, I used to love Renna in the beginning, and she is
used to be
just
my
so
favorite,
awful.
but
Mine too.
She is such a bad fucking person. I mean, effing person.
And
I'm sorry.
And I really think that's why she's asking for like an obscene amount of money, because I think she knows in her head she's not going to get it, and then the whole world knows she's asking for that money. And when Bravo doesn't
we
pay,
don't need
when
her.
Bravo doesn't pay it, this could be her way out instead of her like quitting or getting
Goodbye.
fired. Well, I'm worth more. Well, listen, you go get your diapers, you go back to QVC.
Exactly.
You get your lips and all that, and you get off Beverly Hills, because honestly, Renna, nobody wants you here anymore.
Grow your tomatoes with your husband.
Is there one Lisa Renna fan in this chat who thinks Renna needs to be on this show anymore?
Well, I like her on the show.
I don't.
I just don't think
She's
that
horrible.
she deserves $2 million.
I'm all for a good villain.
I mean, come on. Our world needs other stuff besides just her being on a show for $2 million.
Listen,
so,
Kenya is my favorite housewife, and for a reason, because Kenya,
that money can go towards other good needs.
She just knows how to stir it in like the right classy way, and Kenya always makes it interesting. That's why Kenya will always be my favorite housewife. But Renna is just so, like, she makes Kenya look like Mother Teresa, honestly.
Rinna wants to be on top, and I'm sorry, but you're not on top. Like, you're just not on top. And even if you are on top, why would you even ask for that much money? If I were to be making that type of money, I would be putting half of that into like charity, or like trying to help like feeding like people, and helping toothless and homeless, or not homeless and toothless. I don't even know what
not homeless. No, homeless.
Whatever that is.
Is
it helping that too?
No, homeless, and, not toothless.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Toothless and homeless, and I don't even know.
Listen, I've worked with the toothless and the homeless.
Like,
I know them all.
Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be asking for that money for me and like whatever, but she's asking it for her. Like, why? Why do you need it? You've been on. What is it that she's on? The Young and the Restless?
I don't care.
Guiding Light?
One of them.
Like, whatever it is, like, for 99 years now? Like,
speaking of Dancing with the Stars, you see Teresa got voted out second. Poor Teresa.
I'd like to see Lisa Rinna on that damn Dancing with the Stars.
I was like, oh my God, Teresa out
She'd
second.
She'd be the first one out. You know she would.
But, I don't know. I just think that Rinna is just her. She's way past her expiration date.
She's got her head so far up her ass, like it's nobody's
And I'm
business.
usually not for getting rid of OGs, because Rinna is one. You know, she's been on since season 5.
And listen, I still like Rinna. Like, I still do. I mean, I don't like her as much as I used to. I still like her because, like, she's a bitch, and like she can like bring it, and like she's funny like here and there, but she's just too much now.
You know, look
she's
what they did with
way too much. And Andy Cohen, if you ever see this and like whatever, you need to start picking your like cast members and like everything and start listening to them instead of just going with it, and like really evaluating all of them, because some of these bitches need to go.
Okay, Cody, don't hold back.
Thank you.
How you really
and
feel.
I won't, and I never will be.
Like, look what they did to New York. They ruined New York.
Lisa Rinna right now.
New York's not even on anymore. Not even like being filmed anymore. That's it. You know, New York got ruined because Bethany was gone, and then Dorinda, and the show was ruined. You know, OC ruined because they got rid of Vicky, and Tamara. But now Tamara's back, so hopefully OC will be like, kind of good again. I just saw that Vicky, Tamara, and Shannon were filming a scene. So I don't know in what capacity Vicky will be back. I know that Tamara's going to be full time again, which they needed her to be back. So I'm actually looking forward to watching OC again. But you can't get rid of too many OGs because then the new people, it's just not interesting. You want to watch the same people, but Rinna is just. Get rid of Rinna, bring back, or if you want to keep Rinna, bring Camille back on to counteract her.
Please, I love her.
I'm not, I don't like getting rid of OGs, but if you want to keep Rinna on the show, you need to bring back somebody who will battle Rinna, and Camille
will definitely do it.
I mean, I would say Denise, but Denise doesn't like to get her hands dirty.
She's
so
over it. Denise is Denise Richards.
Whatever you do,
like, no.
Just don't bring back Teddy. Leave Teddy off the show. That was a good move.
Bring back Camille because Camille brings it with Lisa.
Or bring back LVP. LVP won't come back though either.
Put Elton John on there.
Yeah, bring back Elton John or even Boy George. Why not? One or the other. But
Lisa's gotta go.
You got to bring back now. Taylor's on OC. Boring Taylor. Yawn. We'll see how that works out. But I'm looking forward to actually watching OC because Tamara is back, and now I want to see what boringness Taylor brings to the table, and then in what capacity Vicky, if Vicky's going to be a friend to the show again or just a guest here and there, we'll see. They got rid of Noelle and Dr. Jen, thank God. Bye. You were awful.
I like Dr. Jen.
She was
no.
Her and Ryan.
I'm just saying,
round.
Well, her husband was a big old gay, anyways. But
no, he wasn't a big old gay. He was hot, but he wasn't a big old gay.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Maybe I know.
Okay. Taylor is the biggest bore. She was her bore.
She is a bore.
On her first 3 seasons of Beverly Hills, she was a bore on Girl Trip, and now she'll be a bore on OC. But I'll be there to watch it.
First of all, how can you go from the tragedy that you went through, and then you're still doing all these TV shows and everything else? Like, I don't get that. If that was it, and just me, if that was me, I would be done. I'd step away and be like, I want to be left alone. Do not effing bother me. Because I just went through everything that just happened. And I'm sorry, but no.
My last
I don't
thought
want to be on TV.
On this one. If you want to keep Rinna, then you have to bring back Kim. How's that? You have Kim, Kathy, and Kyle.
I vote for that. And I don't like Kim.
Oh, I love Kim. She's messy as hell. She's messier than me. I love Kim.
Messy, but I don't like her because she was just too much work to keep up with and whatever. But I do like the fact that she kept up with Rinna and she always put Rinna in her place.
Imagine
her back.
Imagine if Kim was on this season with how Rinna's been attacking Kathy. Imagine that would have been the stuff that dreams were made of.
She would have been retired by now. Rinna would have been like, "Oh my God, I'm making sauce with Harry."
And what bothered me is that Kyle saw that Kathy was upset, and I know that Kyle believed Kathy in her apology, and
did.
Kim, sorry.
They both cried.
Rinna kept pushing Kathy, and you see next week that Kyle finally says, "Listen, that's my sister. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, because Rinna keeps pushing, and that's what she does.
So
she's a pusher and she's a shit stirrer.
You're a pusher, Katie.
It is. She's a pusher and a shit stirrer.
But listen, if you want to keep Rinna, bring back Kim. I want all three sisters.
You want drama? Get them all in there.
And Kim, Kim
Lisa
would not
right in the damn middle.
Kim would just toss a couple back, pop a couple pills, and Kim be all game on. So
I'll even hold down Lisa myself, so that way Kim can actually get her words out and attack her.
And it's a shame that we didn't even see Kim on this season at all. I don't even think not once was she on.
I don't think so.
Well, you know what? Good for Kim for getting her life together.
She needs to because she's a beautiful person. So
you
I wish nothing but the best for all of them.
But
they're all beautiful people.
That's it. I want to end it before an hour and a half, so I'm almost there at 45 seconds. I am going to start the after show. The after show is going to be for everybody. I will set it to members when it's done. Okay. At first it was going to be just members, but I want to set it to everybody. And then I will If you're not going to catch it live, you'll have to be a member to watch it afterwards. So, guys, thank you so much. 184 of you watching us talk about Beverly Hills
thank you.
at 12:30 at night. We love you guys. Thank you for being here and supporting us, and we really appreciate it. I'm going to set up the after show.
I wish I could be more like present and vocal.
Give me just give me like 10 minutes, and I'll set it up. I'll see you guys in 10. Bye, everybody.